started on that fence. Found a nice surprise. The XL came in to put the new lamp post up.
Yeah.
Poor thing. She hit her face on the floor. I wish I could make you feel better. XL went to put the new lamp post up, and of course it was buried with all the dirt that we had removed from the cement things. And so I explained to him what happened, right, and that we were trying to get all these cement things up, and it's become quite the challenge. And so I went to go out there, and they had already pulled up all the ones that were exposed. So they just pulled them out of the ground, so they saved us a whole lot of work.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so I just had to go in there and, you know, make sure it was deep enough and
well, now you're gonna deal with the mud.
Yeah, we're gonna have to let that dry a little bit.
Yeah.
And then, so that was an awesome thing. So they kind of shifted gears in the sense of all the stuff that was on the other side, balancing the fence. I needed to flip it over on this side so we could make that space available. And on the most part, it wasn't too bad because it was all small pieces. They just checked them over. But there was one big piece. I kind of walked it up the fence, got it over. The next piece, which was basically a whole section that was still intact, you know, in essence. And of course, it was outrageously heavy. But same thing. I just leaned it against the fence and just walked it up. Got it up there. Now, mind you, the top of the fence were in that location. Is higher than I can reach, right? So I got the sucker up there, and it started doing this teetering thing. It was higher than I could reach.
That's funny. Yeah.
I was thinking anybody driving by right now would be falling over laughing because here I am trying to jump up and get that section so I can knock it over, and it's higher than I can. I'm jumping up and down. I finally got it, but it was like, my goodness. YouTube moment, and I don't have a camera.
So, besides that, how's your week gone? Besides that kind of an ordeal?
I think it was pretty good. Hurting and sore today, you know, from all that. And but I've been got all my customer order done, and they finally claimed it. And my sister gave me back my other sewing machine so I can start getting other stuff done. And so they just kind of freed up a lot of time. And that was more or less for yesterday. And so I spent all of yesterday just concentrating, you know, like getting the fence stuff done. And then we went to the store. It's like, okay, now we've got all these cement holes open. I need to go buy more material for those sections. And then, oh yeah, the wheelbarrow needs to get fixed. And let's go get, we need to fix that. And ended up hurting myself, you know, lifting.
You wearing your belt?
No, I wasn't
Why
wearing
not?
because I wasn't thinking about it at the time.
That should become first nature now. Second nature, or you know if you're gonna have to lift something heavy, you need to get that belt on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna make it worse.
Yeah. Well, we were at the store and I was pushing the cart.
Yeah.
That was where the big thing was, and he was trying to get a thing of cement on the cart,
right.
And it was going to fall, so I tried to shift it so it wouldn't fall.
How's your weight been this week?
Seemed to be pretty much staying the same. It hit 250 and then it started going back down, and then it's just kind of bouncing a lot.
Okay. Are you any issues with constipation this week?
Yeah, no, it's like you said, you're eating less, so there's not as much
right.
there. And that other pill's supposed to make me pee more. You know, we have it for a different reason, but it's supposed to make me pee more, but
right.
It doesn't seem to be doing that. It's like I feel like I poor baby.
No kidding.
I feel sorry for her when she sneezed and I realized she just smacked her face into the floor.
Yeah.
And that funny face she's making.
Well, let's get your weight.
Anyway,
Let's see how you're doing.
Yeah, I feel like I need to go really, 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 really bad, and then I get in there and it's like
nothing. Okay.
Excuse me, sweetie.
No, we're not going anywhere, sweet.
2:49. So yeah.
Huh. This morning it was 247.4 at home.
You had anything to eat or drink since then?
No.
No fluids, no nothing?
Nope.
Yeah, you're about the same where you were last week. About a quarter pound out.
I was thinking it might be.
Anything different this week than compared to the previous week?
I had a little steak yesterday, and a little, what are those things called?
Tater tots.
Tater tots. I had about a half a dozen tater tots.
At a restaurant?
No, at home. At home. It was one of those, we went to the store last week and.
So any bowel movement this morning?
A little bit, not very much.
Okay.
The steak I had was 1.7 ounces.
So, okay, so you had some steak and then you had some tater tots. Anything else that you had with it?
Tea. And, later on I had one of those little tiny cups of ice cream. That was about it. Other than that, I had my usual food, but that was the only offsetting thing that I had. Was gonna have some yogurt, found out my yogurt had gone bad, so I haven't had that for a couple days.
Okay.
Today's grocery shopping day, so we'll be picking that up, fixing that.
Well, last night's meal, there's not much fiber.
No.
In what you had.
No,
So
there's
that's
basically no
right.
fiber
So
really.
you're probably gonna hold weight because of that.
Yeah, and that's probably, I hadn't even thought about that. I just didn't feel like eating a salad. It was just one of those.
Right.
I was tired.
Yeah, sure. And you're gonna have times like that. I think the realization nature is when you start decreasing your fiber like that, then you're not gonna excrete everything out.
Yeah.
And so that's gonna cause you to stay, or if not slowly gain. So I think having the fiber is extremely important. Given that you're only getting a certain amount of calories, you need to make sure your fiber content is high.
Yeah.
That way you're having normal bowel movements, because that'll be the first thing that will happen. It's just you're not going to be able to. I mean, even eating healthy, it's hard enough to get 25 grams, let alone trying to be on a diet to get 25 grams.
Right.
So a good fiber supplement is probably going to be something that you need to really stick to. Metamucil, that's okay. It doesn't have a lot of fiber in it. I mean, there's more fiber in various things that you can eat. I think that's what's important. It's a trade-off. I mean, there's some cereals that you can have that are whole grain, that are high in fiber, but they can also be calorie dense.
Oh yeah.
One that specifically is out there that I like. It's the Kashi cereal that has equivalent to the same amount of protein as one egg, like 9 grams of protein in a serving, but it also has like 6 grams of fiber. So it's a very good cereal to have that's going to aid in satiety, obviously, but also make sure that you're having your adequate sources of soluble and insoluble fiber that you're getting in your diet. So that's probably the reason why you're up.
Yeah. Well,
just
I made some tomato soup, but it's tomato soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a homemade one. It was pretty good.
Sure.
It needed a little.
So you put cream or you put milk in it, or?
It's all vegetable.
Okay. Tomato soup?
Yeah.
So how do you make you just emulsify it or something?
Yeah, you just stick it in a blender. Because it's a raw food diet recipe.
Okay.
And so what makes it thick is an avocado. So I took, it said half an avocado, so I took a little bit less than that, and then stuck that in there, and then your onions and I added extra like parsley and basil and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you just put it in there until it's liquefied, type of thing. And then I like a little bit of body to it, so I added more bits of, like onion and whatnot in there, mushrooms, and ended up with about 6 servings, and it was about 50 calories a serving, so it wasn't too bad.
Okay. All right.
So I just put them in 1 cup servings.
Okay.
Called it good.
All right. Very good.
And you know, if I want to, I can heat it up. That's thick enough.
Okay.
You know, it's not as good as I like it, but it wasn't bad. You know, I thought I'd try it, and then I made some guacamole for Michael, and of course I had to have a bite of that.
That's okay.
You know, it's like a bite's okay. You know, it's like Michael and I got to talking about the guacamole, and he said that he says it's not the right color green. You know, it's like, well, what, an avocado, yeah, it's green, but it's also got yellow in it and stuff like that. So, whatever. But it's.
Did I provide any Colonex to you to help with bowel movements at all? I want you to try that. I know you're going. I know you're doing leaves and all that kind of stuff. But I do want you to try this.
Okay.
And I want you to take 2 at night, just at
Okay.
night, and then see how you go in the morning.
Okay.
I want you to really just start taking 2 of those at night
Okay.
for at least a week and see how it goes. And if we need to back it down to 1, we can. But I want to see if that really is going to help.
Take care of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, because I think the leaves help, but then there's times it just
Doesn't.
doesn't.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's like not doing anything.
I found this to be pretty good. A lot of patients, I've got 3 patients on this, and I've been trying it, and it'll be the 4th, that they've had really bad extreme constipation, and they said this is the best.
No cramping or anything
Yeah,
like
the
that?
best thing that they've ever taken, including what's over the counter.
Yeah.
And so it's all natural too, so I want you to try it.
Yeah, it's all
Take
vegetable.
2, yep, take 2 at night when you go to bed, about
Okay.
30 minutes before you go to bed, and that way you can, don't take it in the middle of the afternoon, don't take it at dinner time, take it at night, because otherwise you'll be waking up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay?
And it won't be a pleasant thing.
Yeah.
And she gets me up at 6 in the morning. She's my
Okay.
alarm clock now.
I find this one works pretty good. If you take it right around 9:30, 10 o'clock, probably between 7 and 8, you should have a normal BM. So.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, usually when she gets me up at 6, it's like I get her outside, start putting the feeding animals and stuff like that. Usually about a half an hour after I get up, it's time.
Okay.
So, but it like I said, varies. Lately it hasn't been very much.
Okay.
So
that's why I wanted to get that moving. So get that moving at all.
We'll hopefully that'll.
Yep.
Encourage.
Did I give you samples of anything last week? Did I give you any samples of like bars or anything like that? I thought.
You talked to me about it. But
Yeah.
You didn't.
I'm limited on that. Let me go get some for you because I want you to try it. I'm limited. Some of these, I think I've got a peanut butter crunch and there's like a salty sweet peanut butter that I'll have you try.
Okay.
And just let me know what you think about them.
Okay.
And we will have another shipment of bars coming in probably today or tomorrow. Do you need bars?
Mm-hmm.
No, okay, good. Because I only have 1 box left. So let's see. I want you to taste it. Let me know what you think. Take that at night, and then obviously we'll follow up in a week and see how you responded. Let me go get those samples for you.
Okay. Am I gonna have to take you to the doctor? Huh?